in my clock, I can't stop. Fuck around, make my 40 pop. No popcorn, I pop pistols. Reaming my body, clothing no issue. Bitch, you look sick, you need a tissue. You drop a body, I just might bless you. I'm metrosexual.
What is going on, everyone? It's Wraith here, back with another video. Now in today's video, we're going to be going over an updated list of the top 10 best Fortnite players in the world as of right now. And this is going to be different from my other list because honestly, a lot of top tier big pros who all of you guys know, I think personally fell off a little bit and isn't in the top 10. So there is a lot of not underrated people, but people who aren't as clouded, like with only 20 to 30k YouTube subs, etc. on this list. And if you guys think that I missed anyone or didn't add anyone or someone on this list shouldn't have been on here, let me know down in the comments because I'm always curious on hearing your guys' opinions. But yeah, that's basically it for today's intro. Hopefully you guys enjoy. If you do, make sure you slap a like button on it, comment what you want to see for a future video, hit that subscribe button, and let's get right into it. So coming in at our number 10 spot, we have 100 Thieves or 100T Achan. Now this is a West player and this is someone I VOD review a lot. He's a pretty young guy and a lot of people honestly don't talk much about him, except he's been pretty good for a while now. Like he did really well in the World Cup and now he's actually made over $500,000 due to Fortnite, and he's actually like really unbelievably good. If you guys don't know who he is, I definitely suggest checking him out. He is kind of an underrated player. Like he doesn't have that much good following on YouTube. He doesn't really post on YouTube, so I guess that's understandable. But even on Twitch, he only averages around 500 to 600 viewers. For how good he is, that honestly kind of surprised me a little bit. But yeah, this guy is definitely filthy. He's been doing good on the Cash Cups. He's been doing good on the squads, FNCS. So definitely check him out, and he is pretty good. Coming in at our number 9 spot, we have another West player who honestly is probably my favorite player to watch as of right now and learn from. He plays on a higher sense, and it is Achan. Now, he is an absolute god. If you've looked at his recent placements in the Cash Cups, he's literally became like top 5 in almost every single one. I think he's won like half of them for West, and he is absolutely unreal. He's just so consistent. I think he might be one of the most consistent players in all of Fortnite right now, for finishing not only first but just top 5 in almost every single event. Not only solos, but he's also been doing really good through squads. I think he qualified the first week. I could be wrong though, but yeah, he's definitely filthy, definitely very underrated, kind of like Achan. He's probably the most underrated player on this list, but yeah, definitely check him out. There's something you can learn from him. Now coming in at our number 8 spot, we have probably the most popular Fortnite player in the world, or one of them, and it is Sinbooga. Now, honestly, the reason he's ranked so high on the list, like so low on the list, I guess you could call, at number 8, is because since the World Cup, obviously winning $3 million is pretty unreal. But since the World Cup, he hasn't done anything astonishing. Like, obviously, he's placed really well in some solo ones. He's done well in the squads. But come on, you got to expect a little bit more from people who've been calling him the best Fortnite player in the world. And yeah, honestly, he just hasn't been astounding me as much as I thought he would be. Obviously, we got to give him credit because he did win the World Cup, as well as he is still placing very well in these Cash Cups and FNCS. So that is why he's at number 8 and not any higher. Coming in at number 7, I have NRG Edgy, who is another West player, and I'll be talking about basically his entire squad on this list. Not all of them, but 3 out of the 4. And basically, Edgy and his trio, or squad, I guess you could call it, has been doing unbelievable in these past FNCS squads as well as trios. Like if you look at his last placements for the squads, they've literally all been number 1, 2, or 3. And if you looked at them for trios, they've been 1, 2, or 3. So yeah, Edgy is absolutely unreal. He hasn't really done anything solos that I've seen like absolutely unreal or crazy or anything with solos, but doing so well in trios and squads so consistently is very impressive. So I had to throw him on this list at number 7. Coming in at number 6, we have Edgy's duo partner, and he's also in the squad and trios, and this is Scented. Now, Scented is very, very similar to Edgy. I've seen a lot of him during the squads and trio events, whether they're just the trio cash cups or the squad or trio FNCS. They literally pop off and come top 3 every single time, almost just like I said for Edgy. And it's absolutely crazy watching them play because they are just so consistent and they make it look so easy. I'd say they're very similar to the Mongraal trio, and well, when they figure out their squad, I'd say they're going to be pretty close to being as good as them, if not as good, and maybe if not even better than Mongraal squad, because depends who they decide upon in EU. But yeah, for NA West, I say in NA West or NA East, they are the best squad right now, and yeah, it's absolutely incredible watching them play. Now, coming in at our 5th spot, we have another player from this squad, but he is also goated solos, and this is epicwale. Now, for those of you who don't know, he came 3rd in the World Cup for solos, so he's obviously earned his solo credit, but not only that, he's doing, obviously, like I said, for Scented and Edgy, unreal in the squads. I'm not going to go too much into squads, obviously, because I just did for the last 2 minutes. But yeah, not only does he do good in squads, but he also wins quite a bit of cash cups for solos, or not wins them, but finishes very, very high in the cash cups. And like kind of with Booga, you can't take away anything from him because he did finish 3rd in the World Cup, which is absolutely unreal. So you got to give him credit where credit is due, and not only solos, but like I said, squads and trios, he's been doing very, very well as well. Coming in at our number 4 spot, we have tfue, who is one of my favorite players in the game. I've talked about him before for his naturally unbelievable god aim. He's probably one of the most consistent players out of all of Fortnite. I think like he was big back in season 5, season 6, and like absolutely clapping people in pro scrims, tournaments, stuff like that. And the fact that he's still one of the top players is pretty impressive to me, honestly. And even like when you see his squad clips of him just solo clutching out, killing an entire squad, it's absolutely crazy watching him play. This guy doesn't really need any introduction. Like, we all know who tfue is. He is absolutely unreal. And yeah, that's basically why he's at number 4. Coming in at our 3rd spot, we have Benjifishy. Now, a lot of you guys probably know who Benjifishy is as well, and he is one of the coolest Fortnite players to watch, just because he is so methodically good, I guess you can say, and consistent. Like, he just doesn't mess up with whatever he does, and he is so intelligent. He's probably the number 1 player. If I was to tell you guys to VOD review and learn from, I'd say Benjifishy 100%. He also uploads all of his cash cups because he does place very, very high in them almost every single week. He posts them online on his YouTube, so you can check them out, VOD review him. But yeah, all of you guys know who Benji is. Absolute god, makes good money through the World Cup, good money through just playing the solo cash cups. He's probably made almost over $50,000 just from the cash cups. But yeah, definitely unreal player. Coming in at our number 2 spot, we have another EU god, which is Neto. Now, unfortunately, Mongraal and Benji decided to drop him in the squad FNCS. I personally think they are going to pick him back up because he is just unbelievable, especially when it comes to squads and trios. And he is probably the most underrated player in the world. And a lot of you guys might be wondering, well, what do you mean? Like, everyone knows who Neto is in the competitive community. He's good, really, really good. But a lot of you guys probably don't know that he is technically the most consistent pro player in the world. When you go to tournaments and how well he's placed all the way back from the start of tournaments, he has placed almost top 3 or top 5 in every single tournament, besides obviously like the World Cup, etc., kind of stuff like that. But in just a lot of the tournaments out of any other pro, he's been the most consistent. And I don't think that's fair that a lot of people don't like think he's just really good. Like, people don't understand how good Neto actually is. But yeah, he's definitely very, very filthy. And I think Mongraal and Benji made a kind of mistake dropping him, but I definitely think they will pick him back up. Now, coming in at our number 1 spot, we have my boy, my favorite player in the world, and that is FaZe Mongraal. Not only is he just super funny to watch and his rages are just hilarious, but he is probably the best mechanical player in the game. I'd say above people like Clicks, Booga, epicwale, all those type of players. His edits are extremely fast, probably top 5. His aim is probably top 5. His edits, I actually say, are top 3. His IQ top 5. Like, everything is just so high above other pro players, and I think he personally is the best Fortnite player in the world. And World Cup 2020, I definitely think he is going to win. But yeah, that's basically it for today's list. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you slap a like button on it, comment what you want to see for a future video, hit that subscribe button, make sure you use creator code WraithFN in the item shop, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Have a good one, guys. Peace.